Now, in the beginning of the episode, we actually seen a group of people trying to get revenge of a certain man who going to ruin their reputation as a restaurant, in which they doubled a plan to ruin that plan with the with the eating contest they're about to do for the parent-child day, which they actually going to come up with a plan. However, we actually see that it was actually Ayami's grandmother, which she actually trying to get to know what they're up to, in which the guy they were actually talking about was Shoji and Chojo, which the episode actually still took place of the parent-child day, in which Naruto is actually announcing the eating contest, which Choji actually heard about it, in which Chojo asks Kaori about why she marrying Choji, in which something was actually about him that makes her marry him. In which she actually gone to him about eating the chips that was supposed to be for an entire family, in which we actually realized that it was for the family till he actually ate it up, in which she actually go out to get more, in which he actually wants her to get more chips, which she actually told him to get them himself. In which we see Boruto actually met with Choji and Cho-cho, and they actually want to know how they can redeem and ran back Kairi Heart, in which they can actually compete in the eating contest where they can actually redeem themselves, in which they decide to do the eating contest, which they actually enter, and which they also find out that Inojin and Sai, Mel Lee and Rock Lee and Chikadai and Chikamaru are also entering, in which we actually see Boruto kind of look at the other parents who are actually entering, and that's something that he actually starting to realize about something, in which we actually see the contest actually begins with the first dish happens to be the Ichiwaku ramen, and before the contest actually began, Mentally actually was actually nervous and he actually throwing up because he actually realized that the contest is actually televised through the entire village, and that got actually causing them to forfeit, meaning that the contest still is going on with Shoji and Chojo finish the ramen with another team, a father and son eating team, in which the top five are actually going to the the second part, in which we actually see them meeting the father and son team, which his name is Glut, the pot licker, and Tin, the lunchbox picker, and they actually combine the name Gluttons. That's a name that we never actually thought of hearing, but we actually seen them challenging Shoji to this contest, in which we've actually seen the battle between those two very soon. However, the second round actually begins with the second part is the 10 order of dry aged sirloin from barbecue, and they actually began eating it, in which Choji and Chojo actually won first place, with the Gluttons second, and Shigemaru and Shigadai coming in third. But however, Inojin and Sai are actually disqualified after at first arguing of who's going to eat first, and they actually ate way too much. And the third part, which the third round, is actually the super hot and spicy burger from Thunder Burger. And let me actually be very honest about this. What type of person who will eat a burger that was really, really hot? And that is when we actually saw Kyrie actually came into the contest and watching them eat, in which they actually eating the burger, which is really hot, which Kyrie looked in embarrassment, in which we seen them coming in second, with the Gluttons coming in first, and Shikamaru and Shikadai actually lose, which they actually complained about the burger being eaten and also actually hot. And that is when Boruto actually saw Shino actually playing with the Kurama, and we seen him leaving after he spotted him, in which he actually wanted to eat that burger, in which we seen Choji and Cho-cho actually being greeted by Kari, and she actually belittled him for actually taking part of the challenge, in which we seen Glut and Ten actually beside themselves for embarrassment, and that was when uh, Ayami grandmother actually came and asked them why they're actually trying to helping them ruin their reputation. And she actually come up with Plan B. And when Kari actually left after berating Shoji for entering the contest, he actually was actually upset. And when Boruto actually found the burger, he actually come up with a box that says special bowls. What special bowls? And that is when the final round actually came, which the final part is actually the Awudu sweet Asuki bean soup with dumplings. And that's actually when they actually begin with the gluttons eating and taking the lead. But Shoji is actually eating, but he was very upset as his confidence actually was gone. And that is when we actually realized what those special bowls actually meant. It actually turned out that Ayami's grandmother actually had a bowl which Shoujo and Shoji actually have the bottomless bowl, while the gluttons actually have regular bowls. And to me, that's actually cheating, in which we actually seen them actually taking the lead. But that is when Boruto showed them the fake bowls, which they actually almost ruin their cover. And Shoujo desperately eating, we actually see Shoujo reminded Choji that food are actually meant to be eaten together. And that is when we actually see Kari yelling at him how he making Shoujo eating the food all by herself. And that is when Choji actually got his confidence back and started eating again. And we actually knew that she actually gonna have her reputation ruined. That's when she actually gonna use the the secret ninjutsu Mushi technique infinite dumplings, which is actually a jutsu that caused the dumplings to extend. And she actually did it, but she doesn't know how she actually stopped it. As the dumplings are growing out of control, we actually see Metal and Rock Lee are actually taking care of it, which we actually seen the Shikamaru, Shikadai, Inojin, and Sai are actually in the sick bay, in which we seen Shoji using his expanding jutsu to eat the giant dumplings and using his butterfly techniques to wear it all down. And we actually seen the grandmother try to run off, but Boruto catch her and show her the bowls, which she told her that she got a lot of explaining to do. And the contest ends with Choji and Cho-cho are actually the winners, while Shikamaru actually got the three in custody for trying to cheat in the contest, in which Choji he actually apologized to Karu, and she actually forgives him, and the episode actually ends like that. Now, I have to be honest, it's actually an episode with Choji and Cho-cho, and we actually see the food eating contest, and that's how they actually bonded over that. And I actually praise they actually did win, and they actually beat the cheaters who tried to cheat. Now, I cannot wait for what's actually going to happen in the next episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment up what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Emmy Guy here saying sign out. Laters!